Today we're gonna attempt the 2 Tower Chimps challenge, but with a huge twist. We're gonna try it with 2 heroes. So yeah, let's see if this thing is possible. Now the heroes that I chose for this one are gonna be Sada and Geraldo. And you guys might know that these guys have individually done a 1 Tower Chimps by themselves. So you might think like, yeah, you know, this is gonna be easy. You place both of them and they're gonna win. But not exactly. That's not exactly how it works. So once you have 2 heroes in BT6, the thing that happens is that they start sharing experience. And actually, when heroes start sharing experience, that's when the problems start. Let me actually play Geraldo. Where do I want to have him? I think maybe like this so that we get some of his early damage as well. And so the problem with having 2 heroes on the track is that once they start sharing experience, that means that in the long run, these guys are just not going to be as high level as you think they would. So before starting this, I crunched the numbers and let me give you guys a rundown of how things look like. So first off, this entire game is going to give us 231,150 XP in total, and both of these guys level differently. So Geraldo levels a little bit faster than Sada, and Geraldo is gonna need 213,000 XP to reach level 20, and Sada is gonna need 304,000. And combined, if we want to get both of these guys to level 20, we're gonna need 518,000 XP. And remember, we only get 231 in total. So how are we gonna make up for this lost XP? How are we gonna get these guys to basically a higher level, which they're gonna do something? Well, this is where the cash steps in. So we can buy levels with money, and that's the whole problem with this that I'm kind of seeing, is that you're gonna need to balance between both of these things. We're gonna need to strategically spend our money, and then, you know, kind of make a balance between buying some of Geraldo's items, and then which hero we're gonna be leveling and when we're gonna be doing that. Now, it's really important to mention that if you play on more difficult maps, like for example intermediate, advanced, or expert maps, you get a 10% bonus to the XP for each of those maps. But I will be playing on a beginner map so that, you know, we get these longer tracks and we have just a lot more room to deal with everything. So even if we don't win this thing, let's just try and go as far as possible and just see what happens. So let's use the solid level 3 ability to kind of get rid of these lead balloons. This is really nice, by the way. So we can play resort because Geraldo has no way of dealing with lead balloons until you get the genie, not the genie but the hot sauce. And this is actually where Solid steps in really nicely, but we have to time this ability. So let's go like, if I go like this, we're gonna need one more, by the way, if I remember this thing correctly. So this one is gonna, yes, oh my god, it's just one lead balloon. It's fine. I think we're gonna get the ability back. Now something really cool that we have going for us is that, for example, we're probably not gonna be wasting any time on like these cow potions. And if you guys are wondering, can you buff heroes with other heroes, the answer is, I'm pretty sure yes. So let me get the sharpening stone and see. Yes, look at this, we can give her +1 pierce. I don't want to do this, by the way, because I think that we're struggling, but the time is gonna come when we need to do this, and you know, we might do that. And this goes for the pickles as well. Yeah, okay, so round 39, this might be getting a little problematic because we don't have the level 6 on Sada and we don't have the hot sauce. So I think this is the time where we buy our first levels. I think, wait a minute, what do we do? I'm actually not gonna level Sada, but I think I'm gonna do this. Let's get the Jerry's Fire because I do want to be using the Jerry's Fire for round 40 as well. So let's just buy this thing. I know that we spent a bunch of cash, but I feel like leveling Geraldo is gonna be probably more important than Sada, but don't quote me on that one. Okay, so we got the Moab incoming. She's level 6. We've got some DPS going from the Jerry's Fire, and I hope we deal with the Moab layer. And then if we do, I'm just gonna use the level 3 ability. Although there is a little bit of lag, by the way, because this is still a co-op game. Let's use the ability. Yes, there we go. So the way that I made this happen, by the way, is I started a co-op game with my alt account and then I left, and then you get control over these guys, but you're essentially, there's still a little bit of a delay with the inputs, right? Even though it's like only me playing. So you kind of want to be careful with that thing, timing the abilities and everything. And how's the XP going? Oh, she's still level 6. This is XP is barely going. Okay, so we need to give her the hot sauce anyway. So let me just do that. And if we need to, we can give one to Geraldo, but I really hope we don't, because that's just money being spent on. It's not nothing, but I don't want to be spending that cash. I'm actually going to use the level 3 ability, by the way, on these ceramics. And I really hope that I think that we're going to get the level 3 ability back for the Moabs. And so it's really important that Solid gets enough firepower so she deals with Moab class balloons by herself, because we cannot rely on just her level 3 ability and just, you know, maybe Geraldo items to keep dealing with them. So let's see how we do. I think we're going to have to use it. Are we going to have to use it? I don't know. That looks like a huge wave. We might need to use the level 3. I think I'm going to use it. Let's just not risk it. Let's just use this thing. And it's going kind of fine, but we're going to need the level 3 ability again, actually. So are we gonna get it is my question. Do we want to risk it? I don't know how I feel about this. I think we actually do have it. I'm not gonna do anything. Yeah, it's a huge wave of pings, but I do think that we have them. And yes, there we go. I mean, still, level 7 on Sada, level 9 on Gerald, so he is pulling through, he's pulling ahead, but come on, guys, we just need Sada to be able to deal with these guys by herself, and that is just not where things are at this point. So is it a good idea to just buy like level 8 and see, just see where we're at with it? I think it might be. Let's use the level 3 ability, by the way, and hope that these swords stay on the ground. Yes, there we go. So we got this, because the swords do a little bit of DPS, so they kind of did some DPS to the leftovers, and that's this round done with only one ability, but 54 has a bunch of mobs and ceramics. Oh yeah, let's use the ability and let's actually buy the level 8. Let's see how much of a difference this is gonna do, but we're gonna need the level 9 because she does 3 layers of damage and she does a DPS. So let's see how we're gonna do on this one. I am ready with the glue. I just don't want to use it. We don't have the level 3 ability, but I think that we might want to use the glue just in case. Or do we? Do I want to risk this? Let's just use it. Let's just not risk it because there are no restarts on this. So let's just be careful. That's a full ceramic that we are gonna deal with, and there we go. I think we should actually buy the level 9. She does a lot more damage, she does some DPS, so I feel like this is gonna be just like a nice upgrade to have, and maybe this is gonna be a turning point at which she just deals with mob class balloons by herself. I have no idea, but I see a bunch of balloons, and I'm gonna use the level 3 actually. Is that gonna, I hope it is. Yes, that's barely enough. That was so risky. Oh my, I know that we survived that one, but that was just so risky. We should not be doing stuff like that again. So let me just keep using the glue. This is just, I don't know, guys. I feel like because there are no restarts, my heart is gonna break out at any point. All right, so what are we doing? Are we buying this? I think if we are buying it, we should probably do it a little bit sooner rather than later. But I don't know. I really don't want to buy it, but at the same time, yeah, let's buy it. Let's just not risk it. Let me just buy this thing. We only have $4,000. Guys, come on. This is just so risky. But yeah, it is what it is. We just have to do this thing. And Solid can we can no longer give her the sharpening stone, by the way. Okay, so let's see how we do. So I need these guys to pop like right now. I'm going to try with the level 3 ability and see if this is going to be enough. No, I shouldn't have bought the level 10. Oh my god. I should not have done that. We just dealt with everything. I should have trusted myself. Okay, 62. You know what? I'm actually going to place a turret and I'm going to set this thing on last because I do want to be popping some of these purple balloons because the purple balloons are blocking the attack of the Jerry's fires actually. So that's a little bit of a quality of life thing. Hopefully it does something. And we're going to have some 45 mobs incoming in a second. And I hope we deal with these guys and then we're going to be in for round 63. How do we do versus 63? That's going to be an interesting one. All right, so round 63, I'm going to try and be clever with this one. So I'm going to use the level 3 ability right here, and then hopefully this is gonna be, I'm not sure if it's gonna be enough, but hopefully it is. Yeah, there we go. That's actually really good because now we can use the level 10 ability and then the level 3 again, but then we're gonna have a little bit of an issue, and that's gonna be around 64 because that's gonna have a bunch of mobs. So I don't know, let's just deal with this one. And then here comes the level 3 ability back for this way. So I think I timed it perfectly actually, right at the bend, right at the corner. And yes, we deal with this round, but see, this is the problem. We have both of these abilities on cooldown, so I don't know. Geraldo leveled up. Oh, wait a minute, we can actually buy the bunny. I completely forgot about the bunny. Alright guys, so here is the rundown of everything that's happening. So we bought 3 bunnies, this is gonna be the 4th one, and finally we get the bunny paragon, so some extra damage at least coming, and an extra source of damage, which is really important at this point. But also Sada is still level 10, which we bought at like round 60. So 13 rounds later, she's still level 10, which is just the saddest thing when you think about it. But the next thing that we have to work on is actually not even Sada, it is Geraldo and his level 13, because when he hits level 13, the turrets get improved. So we need these guys, we need improved turrets so we can start placing them a little bit earlier. Okay, now this is gonna be a very important round because it's just regrowth, and Sada is, sadly, she's level 11. So not that much progress in Jero, but I hope we defeat this round just because of all these rainbows, because these guys are gonna regrow if given the chance. So let's go like this. I don't want to maelstrom them, by the way, so let's just try and kind of save this thing with abilities and stuff, and this is not looking good. Yeah, let me just maelstrom this. Oh my god, this is not looking good at all. I'm gonna use one more just to not risk it, and then we're gonna get the level 10 ability, and then we should be fine after that. Oh my god, we're spending so much money on just stuff that we shouldn't be spending money on, but I think it's time. Let me just wipe all of these guys on screen. And there's just more of them coming. Oh my god, just please stop. Just stop. Let's use the level 3 ability. We cannot handle any more regrowths. We do have one more maelstrom, but I don't want to be spending this thing. That's the last of them. I think we actually do have this thing. Okay, never mind. I guess it's just gonna be 2 maelstroms, which is just a lot of money. It's 700 each, so 1.4k spent on this round, but come on, dude. Okay, so I actually think it's time to just stack up as much money as possible into Sala, because I took a look at Geraldo's levels, and they're pretty much useless until we reach level 16, and then it's like, what are we getting? Like, we're getting like Jerry's Fire, getting some bonus damage. I don't know, guys. These ones are not exactly useful to us. So I guess we're just gonna go into Soda and then hope for the best. Let's drop a glue. Hope I wasn't late on that one. I'm ready with the mail. I'm just gonna Maelstrom this thing, by the way. We're gonna need some Soda levels as fast as possible. So let's go like this. Let's buy Soda's level 13 and let's just keep buying the Geraldo turrets, which are actually out of stock, and we have nothing actually. So we have no money. So we have to deal basically with these next few rounds just with everything we have on screen. So let's just kind of pay attention to everything that's happening. Actually, you know what this extra DPS does when you give the Jerry's Fire to Soda? Now it makes her do extra damage because the balloons are taking damage over time. So that's kind of a nice thing to have, I guess. And then even if we slow them, it's gonna give some extra damage. So we kind of want to be careful with these 3 items. Actually, they're gonna be really nice with Soda. So let's go like this. Let's switch Soda to Strong. Let's use the level 3 ability onto these UMGs. Just get a tiny bit amount of damage going, because I do think we're gonna deal with the small balloons that are coming out of these guys. And then I don't know, I'm just trying to get some turrets out. Honestly, they don't do damage, but it's like I click on these guys and they're like 20, 90, 19,000 damage. So they're like 20,000 damage each, which is really nice when you think about it, because that's just damage that Soda doesn't have to do, you know, at the end. So I'm kind of fine with that. Does the glue affect mob class balloons? Let me just check. What's his level? He's level 14. It doesn't. When does it start affecting? Oh no, it's level 17. This is just not happening. Oh my god. Yeah, this is just not going that well. Let me use the level 10 ability, wipe as many of these guys as possible. So the bane of Soda's existence is just gonna be, yeah, these 45 balloons. And do we drop the genie on this one? I see a lot of 45. I think we might want to drop the genie. Let's just drop it. I know that it's just way too much cash that we're spending, but she's just not gonna deal with 45 balloons. Yeah, that's for sure. Alright, so we deal with this one, and the nice thing is that the genie is gonna last through the next one because we're gonna have DDTs on this one. So let's see how we do versus DDTs. She is just not dealing with DDTs by herself, is she? We're gonna need like genies and our stuff for 95 if we even make it to 95, which I really hope we do. But we can buy one more of these turrets, so let me just buy it. And then what else is happening? Let me just check the money, check the levels. So we might want to, let me just buy this thing, by the way. Let's just give her some extra attack speed. And how are we looking on this one? 91, it's just, you know, a huge amount of RB. Let me just use the level 3 ability. I'm ready with the level 10 as well, by the way. I see a bunch of leagues. Do we have to wipe? I think we have to. Let me wipe actually as soon as possible and wipe as much as possible. And the front is getting dealt with, but I see a lot of small leaks. So my question is, do I glue this? No, we don't. Okay, never mind. We don't. That's fine. Okay, so this is probably going to be one of the most difficult rounds in the game because of all these 45 guys. So I'm actually going to use the second genie. I know it's 92, but we need to use the genie. Like, this is no joke. And actually, I'm just going to drop all of these guys. I think, no, I should save one of the Jerry's Fires for Soda. I'm going to drop 2 of them. And then what else? Maybe like we can drop one of these guys, one of the Doctor Masks. Are we dealing with them? Actually, am I spending money for nothing? Let me just see how we do. I think we are dealing with them. Yeah, there we go. That's fine. Okay, so 93, and we still have the genie actually for this one, and we might get a restock for 95 actually, but Geraldo is level 15, and this means that the blade trap creates a more powerful effect. That's actually really important for us. Oh, and by the way, wait a minute, does she have the yeah, she has the thing. I was kind of trying to check if she has the Jerry's Fire to kind of get some extra damage for these DDTs, and she did, which is really nice, but it's only 1 round left, so the one that we saved, we're gonna use this thing on Soda, and that's about it with Jerry's Fires, honestly. Alright, so Jerry's Fires on Soda, and we have one more, so let me just, I don't know, just place one like maybe like here. That should be fine. And we have placed all of them. We might get a restock until the end of this game, but that's, you know, assuming that we make it super far into this thing. So no turrets out of stock yet. We do have some sharpening stones, so I'm actually going to use the sharpening stones onto these guys and just get them as much damage as possible, which is not a lot like in general, but you know what, let's just have it. Why not? Actually, you know what, let's try and beat this round like this, which it's actually not looking good. I'm going to use the leaping sword. Oh my god, this is not, is this going to be the one, guys? I feel like this might be the one. I'm not sure. I should probably do this. Okay, so we're leaking some ceramics, so let's use this thing. This is the improved blade tramp, by the way, which is, I really like this thing. This is really important, but we're just not dealing with these guys, right? I mean, I see some small balloons starting to leak. Let me just do this just in case. Oh yeah, look at this. This is like a huge wave of these guys. Let me just wipe, and the wipe isn't just it. The wipe is not wiping, guys. Let me use the Doctor Mask, which is the creepy idol, by the way. Let's have it like this. Oh my god, this is so close. I'm gonna use the Maelstrom. We have one more left. I don't want to be using the last one. I just want to keep it. And you know what, it might be nice if I just did this, the Regen potion, right? Let me just place one more glue. Now we have the level 3 ability, which I'm going to use right now, and I hope that this is enough. Because I see some leaks, but how are we doing? I'm going to use this thing as well. One more Doctor's Mask. The creepy idol. I'm calling it Dr. Mag because it looks like this, but it's just a creepy idol. And do we have this thing? I see the level 10. Do we use the level 10? I don't know if we... we're gonna hold it. I think we're gonna hold it up. I see a huge wave. No, we have to use the level 10. Let me just wipe this round, and I hope that this is enough damage. I really do. And yes, finally we take it down. Oh my god, that was just that was so much. But it's fine because there's a little bit of a leeway before the DTs start coming out. The 95. Okay, 95. We have to buy this thing, and then can we buy something? And no, we cannot buy the next one. So let's just get ready for the DTs. This might be our last round, so you know, might as well give it all. Let's go like this. Let's place the genie. It's gonna last through this one, and if we beat this one, it's gonna go through the next one as well. But let's see how it do. So DDTs, they are getting somewhat dealt with. I can see some of them leaking, so let me use the level 3 ability, and they are some of them are getting stunned, which is really nice. But this combo of genies and sawdust seems to be kind of working. I'm gonna speed things up just by a tiny. Oh, let me not do that. Oh no, Regev, level 3 ability. I have one more sword charge, so I'm gonna use it. But is this it? Please tell me you defend it. No, we lost the 95. Why is there not like a retry last round like he gave us in the last update? Oh no, that was actually close. I feel like we have this thing. Let me actually hit review map. We definitely had this thing. A bunch of cash. I mean, one more Regev, that would have been enough. So the glue doesn't actually affect mob class Bloons yet because he's level 15. But my god, in a normal game, if you just affect these DTs with the glue, this would have been no problem. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this attempt. It was really fun. It was actually so much fun trying this thing, and we came so close. But maybe next time, maybe we're gonna give it another shot. Maybe we optimize the strategy, think about maybe even some different heroes or whatnot. But yeah, this is gonna be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm gonna see you all in the next one.